Hello, fifth graders. I just want to go over the second law of motion with you, and hopefully that will help you reach your goal of 90% and above on your IXL. Okay, so there's a few things that we want to kind of keep in mind, and I'm going to look at this very last slide that we did in your notes. Okay, and we can look and see there's three things that affect the acceleration of the object: the size of the force, the direction of the force, and the mass of the object. So this is a great slide to come back to when you're doing your IXL and to refer to this so that when you're practicing well. Okay, so I'm going to open up my IXL and let's look at some of the questions that we have. So loads of freight are pulled behind a train engine. The loads are different every day of the week. So we can see right here, we have our train loads right here. Okay, and it's talking about mass. So I'm going to pay very close attention to the mass. The freight has the same acceleration as it starts moving each day. Order the days to show the size of the force applied to the freight. So we're looking at the mass and the size of the freight. So I want to look at my notes and I'm going to think to myself, the mass of an object. Well, if an object has more mass, a greater force is going to need to accelerate it. If an object has less mass, a smaller force is needed to accelerate it. And this kind of makes sense. If you're wanting to push like a car, that has a lot of mass. You're going to need a lot of force to push that car. However, if you're going to be pushing like a little toy truck, well, doesn't have very much mass at all. So you would need a smaller force in order to accelerate it. So the IXL is asking us to put these in order. Which day is the train going to need more force, and which days are going to need less force? So it looks and see which one has the most mass. Wednesday. So Wednesday, that's going to need a really big force in order to make that move. Let's see what the next one would be then. Looks like Friday, and then Tuesday, and then Monday. Okay, and we got it. All right. So we get another one, and once again, we want to make sure that it's asking us, and we're thinking about what it's asking for. Amanda delivers newspapers on her bicycle. She carries one type of newspaper in a bag attached to her bicycle each time she rides. So here are her newspapers. Amanda's bicycle has the same acceleration at the start of each of her deliveries. Order the newspaper to show the size of the force she applies to the bicycle when starting each delivery. Now, it kind of makes sense. If she is delivering newspapers on holidays and they have a lot more papers in there, a lot more pages, well, she's going to have to push a lot harder on her bike to move all those newspapers down the street. Okay. If it's going to have not as much stuff at the newspaper, her bag's going to weigh less, it's going to have less mass, and so therefore she's not going to have to pedal as hard on her bike. So we can definitely say the holiday is going to need the biggest amount of force. Midweek is going to be the smallest amount of force. And let's see what the middle one looks like. Special edition would be 5, and then weekend would be 3. So I think we got it. Let's see. Good. So remember, the point is, have out your notes while you are doing these. That's going to definitely help you. See if we can get to a few more. Okay. Track and athletes are getting ready for all ages of shot put competition. Each athlete throws a shot with a different mass. The shots have the same acceleration as they are being thrown. Order the athletes' names to show the size of the force each athlete applies to her shot. Okay. So if we have a larger force, we're going to need a larger force for one of the shot puts that are going to be bigger. So Darren has the biggest. Okay, and who has the smallest one? Beth has the smallest one. And I'm going to order them from there. So Darren, and then Susie, and then Lily, and then Beth. And we got it. Okay, stage 2. Okay. The sailboats are the same, but they are carrying different numbers of people. Okay. Ooh, now this one's asking us a little bit different. It's asking about the size of the acceleration. The wind pushes each boat with the same force. So our force is the same this time. Order the names of the sailboats to show the size of the acceleration each boat will have at the start of the race. So I'm going to go back to my notes and I'm going to look at my acceleration. So acceleration depends on the mass of the object, the direction of the force, and the size of the force. So our force is the same. So a larger force causes more acceleration, a smaller force causes less acceleration. It said that it was going to have the same force. Okay, so we need to focus on the mass. So if an object has more mass, a greater force is needed to accelerate it. Okay, if an object has less mass, it needs a smaller one. We can also look at some of our notes earlier. Okay, that we looked at this. An object with less mass accelerates faster. An object with more mass accelerates slower. Um, and we're able to get those going a lot quicker. So think about this. If you're playing baseball and you actually use a baseball, it's going to accelerate quickly because the baseball has a small amount of mass. Whereas this bowling ball, if you try to hit that, it's going to accelerate very slowly and maybe break your bat because it's so much heavier. So let's think about that and come back to this slide. I think this would be a really helpful slide on this one to do your IXLs. So the wind pushes each boat with the same force. Order the names of the sailboat to show the size of acceleration each boat will have. So if it is going to have a larger acceleration, that means we're going to have a smaller mass. So see ya, okay, because it has a smaller mass, it weighs less, so therefore it's going to be able to go faster. It's going to accelerate faster. Let's see, and then what has the next one? So then drifter seems like it would be the next one. Then swoosh, and castaway has the largest mass, so that one would have the smallest amount of acceleration. And we got it. Okay, it looks like it's asking for acceleration again. So several drivers run out of gas on the road. They start to push their cars to the gas station. Each driver pushes with the same force. Order the colors of the car to show the size of the acceleration each car will have. So same idea. I can look back at my notes and remind myself. I like this slide. An object with less mass accelerates faster. An object with more mass accelerates slower. So I want to keep coming back to that slide to remind me what my rule is. Okay, so I'm going to see more mass accelerates faster. So I'm going to find the one that has more mass. That is the black car. Okay. The next one would be the red car. The one after that would be the gray car. And then the green car. Oh, oh no. I must have made a little mistake here with black, gray, red, and green. Oh. Yep, and see, even Mrs. DeBoo makes mistakes. I was thinking backwards here. That the larger cells green weighs the less, it has the least amount of mass, so that one should accelerate faster. The black car has the largest amount of mass, so that one's going to accelerate the slowest. Yep, even I make mistakes. And there you bumped me back down again, huh? Right, I still got to get 3 in a row. Okay, so each skater, we're looking at our skaters here. We're getting ready for the Olympics. Each skater pushes off the ice with the same force, or the skater's countries to show the size of each skater's acceleration. So if I'm going to have a larger acceleration, that one's going to have the smallest amount of mass. So the smallest amount of mass would be USA. Okay, and then China, and then Japan, and then Canada. Now we got it. Smaller masses have faster acceleration. Bigger masses have slower acceleration. Ding, 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 ding. We got it. Okay. Cindy always applies the same amount of force or the magazines to show the size of acceleration Cindy's bike will have. So once again, larger acceleration. She has her magazine bag that she's doing. So the news ones, those are the smallest ones, smallest mass. And then fashion. And then digest and entertainment. Okay, good. Okay, one more that's asking us for the size of acceleration. So the larger acceleration would be the smallest mass, the standard. And then next would be the Viceroy and the Thunder and the Eden. Standard. Okay, I think we're getting close. Good. Now answer 4 questions correctly in a row. So now they're going to mix them up a little bit. This is where you got to really pay attention, or else you're going to end up doing more questions than you need to, okay? So you can always go back and look at your notes to help you. Some pilots of the hot air balloons are getting ready to launch their balloons. Each pilot lights the flame to heat the air in the balloon. Then the surrounding air applies a force to each balloon to lift it up. Each hot air balloon has the same acceleration as it starts to rise. Order the colors to show the size of the force applied to each balloon. So I can always go back to my notes, and let's see that last slide talking about the size of the force. Okay, so larger force causes more acceleration, smaller force causes less acceleration. If an object has more mass, it needs more force. If an object has less mass, it needs less force. So I can always go back there to look at my notes to help me. So I want to see if they want to have the same acceleration, what is the size of the force that needs to have? So the biggest mass is coral. I'm going to put that one at the top. Cyan, or no, actually it's turquoise. That one has the largest mass. It's going to need a really big force in order to make that move. Coral, and then cyan, and looks like violet, and then magenta. Okay, so this time we're looking for the size of the force. So the bigger the mass, the bigger the force we're going to need. Okay, a player is throwing new darts at a target to test them out. The player applies the same force to each dart. Order the colors to show the size of the acceleration. So this time I'm thinking about acceleration, and I can look back at my notes. I remember at the very beginning, this was a slide that was really helpful. Okay, that if it has less mass, it accelerates faster. If it has more mass, it accelerates slower. So larger acceleration, that would be the smallest one. That would be green. Okay, what's my biggest one is gold. And I can go ahead and go from there. So green, then blue, then red. No, green, blue, and then silver, and then red and gold. I don't want to make a mistake. Did I get it? Yay! All right. So hopefully you're kind of getting the hang of it now. You need to really pay attention to what it's asking for. Are they asking for the size of the force, or are they asking for the size of the acceleration? Okay. If there's anything that still doesn't make sense, let me know. Hopefully this will help you complete your IXL and learn the material a little more clearly. Okay. Bye.